Good afternoon, good morning. It is February 8th, 2021. I'm starting this a little early. It's 11:55 a.m. just because there hasn't been much action today. If we get a nice signal bar going down here back into congestion, you might take that. But other than that, we just didn't get much in our favor today. So let me take a look at the trades I did take, however. I actually only took one trade today. Let's see. Okay. So it looked like a range day early on, and I did go long at where I marked as the midline, so that is a little aggressive. Not to mention that this kind of looks like congestion, but it bounced off the trend line. And another reason this might be aggressive is because it didn't make it to the top of that trend line. But nevertheless, you get a first entry, second entry, so it's a failed entry or failed second entry short. I did get filled. My account only has enough to trade one contract, so I hit my target, and that's the only trade I was able to take. With this slow uptrend, it did feel like a range day, and there were more trades on the mini ES than the regular ES. But let's take a look at these trades that I marked. So, like I said, it did have the feel of a range day early on. When we came down, bounced here overnight, and made a slow move up to these overnight highs. Overnight highs are marked by this gold area. Overnight lows are this gold area. And I'll explain the yellow channel in a minute. But let's just take a look here. So what time is this? So this is after 7. First trade doesn't seem to come until after 7 unless you're taking I wouldn't go long here, even though the trend is up. This is a double test, maybe even a triple test off the EMA, but yeah, it's just risky going into those overnight highs. Even though the trend is up and the line hasn't been broken yet. But anyway, we go above the overnight highs, and we can't break above this level. You see it kind of test here once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. And of this exact level, we do get a double test. So I think that's a great area to go short. And it's at the top of the trend line. And then we get a lower high and a failed second entry long. If you're using this high, first entry, second entry, failed second entry long, lower high, it looks like it's going to be a range day, and you would have gotten plenty of movement out of this to get a scalp. I guess you might look at this as risky. It's technically counter trend, but it looks like it's going to be a range day. It is going into the overnight high level and the EMA, so you might think of it like that. We do get this. Technically, this is a second entry long down here. Weak signal bar though, but it's at this level, which kind of looked like support. And it's kind of like counter trend breakout. So, and it's far from the EMA. So you could take something like that. And then we make this move up and don't reach the top of the trend line. That leads to a break. And we get this move down. It doesn't give us any opportunities. No good signal bars. Slight overshoot leads to a break. No signal bars. We make one leg, 2 legs down. Perfect price action. It bounces. And this is where I drew this yellow channel. So if you look, I guess this was this Friday or yesterday evening. I'm not sure, but prices have been trending up for a while now, and this channel is holding prices. And so when it bounces here, I see this, I draw it, it works off of these highs as well. And so I drew this channel. We didn't get an entry off that though, but we do get this move up. You get a break. I marked this as aggressive because it looks like it might trap some shorts, and I think it did. We get this break, one leg up, two legs up to a new high. And you just don't get any really good entries here. Nothing you can go short on. Probably some trapped longs here, but no signal bars. And it's kind of like a move down. We get two legs down after this move to a new high, two legs down. So this is a second entry long. You might have this support level, this price level drawn. I marked it as aggressive because we just don't really know what's going on yet after this break. We don't know if we're going up to these highs. This is probably right into the midline of the day range as well, but it's a good signal bar. I like those entries. And you can't really enter here because the signal bar is too weak, which is a shame because it gets a nice move down. I probably should mark this green because the signal bar is weak, but I really like this. I really like this entry. It's only a first entry, but it's a trap. It's a very nice trap, and it's off of that price level, that trend line that I drew. I really like that entry. I think I should probably put that there as a trap. And what's this here? First entry, second entry. Oh, okay. So this is actually a third entry, but this level is clearly holding prices by this point, but this is very sideways, and that's why I marked this as aggressive. But it's technically first entry. Oh no, that's the second entry. So actually, you might go long there on a second entry failure. And this, I guess I thought this was a failed second entry short, but it's not. So I don't think you can go anywhere there. I don't think you can take a position there. And that's it. This was a slow day, not much action. And at the end of the day, I only have two good entries marked. And those were before 7:30 a.m. So not much here today. I'll be back again tomorrow.